Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Today I am filming this Selena Gomez Met 2018 Gala inspired look. I was so inspired by her eyeshadows particularly, so yeah, let's get started. I noticed that she had really thick brows this day, so I went for my Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade 5, which is super dark. I got this free in a magazine. This is not my actual shade, but I thought that for recreating really thick brows this would be really great. And then I'm using my Colourpop Dope Taupe brow pencil as well, and the spoolie in particular, to create really bushy, thick looking brows. I'm then going in with my Kiko Eyebrow Fibers Mascara, which adds a bit more texture and a little bit more softness to the brows. Absolutely love this. Needs to get a new bottle though because it's running out. But yeah, this definitely adds a finishing touch to my super thick brows. And then I'm taking Makeup Revolution Concealer in C6 as my eyeshadow base and blending that out with a Real Technique setting brush. Now I'm using the Makeup Revolution Cushion Corrector in the shade Peach and just trying to disguise those horrendous dark circles of mine before I move on to my eyeshadow. I just set my eyelids in place with a loose powder. All products will be linked down below, by the way, if you're interested. And then I'm taking the Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow and a really small Morphe brush. Again, it's linked below. And I'm trying to map out a kind of cat eye shape, because she kind of had her eyeshadow in a very elongated shape and almost close to the brows. And then taking the star of the show, this is the Illamasqua Pigment in Ore, and it is so gorgeous. I got it a while ago and honestly I whip it out whenever I have a special occasion and I can wear this antique rusty colour. It's beautiful. So first I'm taking it dry on a flat shader brush and just putting it all over the lid, and then I'm adding a little bit more onto that sort of wing shape that I've created. And I'm really taking my time here because it's a pressed pigment. Sorry, it's a loose pigment, so it's very easy to get everywhere. And then taking a clean brush and blending it out. And then I'm taking the gorgeous Stila Magnificent Metals shadow in the shade Smoky Storm. I wasn't going to do this initially, but then when I saw her look in videos, I realised that she went for quite a metallic look, even though in that one Instagram photo she took, it looks very golden. In reality, it was quite metallic-y and sparkly, so I'm using this as a base on top of the Ore pigment, and then I'm going to use the Ore pigment again on top, if that makes sense. So I went for Ore pigment, Smoky Storm by Stila, and then I use a damp brush this time and I'm putting that Ore pigment right back on top to bring out those golden tones, which is really what she went for, a kind of golden smoky look. The hardest thing about recreating this look was definitely getting the shape right, because our eyes are not exactly the same, of course, and mine are slightly hooded in that area, so trying to create the line there and the cat eye look was a bit difficult. But anyway, I'm using the Primark Cotton Bud, which is slightly pointy on the edge, and I try to clean up, and that's pretty much almost my finished look. I'm then taking Beaches and Cream, and I'm kind of using this between the harsh line and my brow bone. And she didn't have any shimmery sparkly brow bone highlight, so I'm using Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean just to add a little bit of lightness to that area. And then I'm taking my Inglot Gel Liner in 77. I did not have a cat line going on at all, so I went for just a little bit of line, and then I'm using that pigment again for like the third or fourth time by this point dry this time with my finger and patting it on, and I feel like this is what really gave it that sparkly dimensional look. Using some Bioderma, I am cleaning up all the fallout, and then I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter because I love the glow that this gives to the skin. By the way, this is a Real Techniques sculpting brush, and then I decided to use a Fenty Beauty foundation. I don't know why I used such a small amount. In hindsight, I should have used like at least double of that. Right, going back in with that cushion corrector in Peach by Makeup Revolution, I am now going to start working on the under eyes. So Selena really didn't have that typical Kim K overly bright look, so I used my Makeup Revolution concealer palette and I went for a shade probably one shade lighter than my skin tone, and I just applied it under my eyes using my ring finger because the warmth of the ring finger with a cream concealer really helps. I'm then using that same concealer shade to gently highlight my chin, my forehead, and a little bit down my nose. Now taking the Givenchy Beauty Sponge, I am just making sure everything's totally blended out seamlessly. I think this is a key to any occasion makeup. When you're using layers and layers of product, you need to use a damp sponge so it can soak up any excess. And then I'm taking my Soap & Glory Kick-Ass powder, which is slightly yellow toned, and setting all the areas I need to with my Sigma tapered highlighting brush. Right, moving on to bronzer. This is a Topshop Mohawk bronzer. If you are not new to my channel, you'll have seen it plenty of times, talked about in my makeup of the month videos. I absolutely love this. It's beautiful, perfect for my skin tone. And then going into my gorgeous JLo palette, I decided I needed a little bit more sculpting because my face is not quite as slim as Selena's, although we both kind of have that round face look going on. So I'm using the bronzing shade in there to just sculpt my face out a little bit more. Taking off that lip liner that I had on in the start and lightly baking with my Kat Von D powder. And I also did tight line for this look because she's not wearing any lashes as far as I can see, so I just wanted the lash line to look very deep and defined. I also couldn't tell really a lot about her lower lash line, so I just added some of the brown eyeshadow and the oil pigment to my lower lash line. And at this point my face was feeling a little bit too powdery, so I went in with my Mario Badescu spray. Because my lips are super pigmented, I went with a bit of concealer over them, which I don't normally do, but she had gone for a super nude look. For her lips, I actually didn't end up achieving that completely. I am not comfortable wearing super nude lips, but anyway, I'm using the ABH liquid lipstick in Stripped. And this is a bit where I went a little bit wrong. I'm using the Primark fan brush and the JLo highlighter. Now she was not this highlighted, so this is probably the only part of the look that doesn't really completely match hers. But anyway. And then I'm moving on to my eyelashes. She's not wearing falsies, so I just curled them and added 2 coats of mascara. And then in an attempt to fix that over highlightedness, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless powder and trying to use that buffing technique to lighten up the highlight. Didn't really work, but oh well, I tried. And that is my finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. Would you recreate this? Let me know down below. And if you enjoyed this, hit like and click subscribe before you go. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!